Hey guys, we are a non-profit organization called The Right Path, and we are working to solve the issue of recidivism around the globe.
Recidivism is one of the most fundamental concepts in criminal justice. It refers to the tendency of a convicted criminal to reoffend. Our mission is to determine which countries around the world have the lowest recidivism rates in order to study their rehabilitation process for convicts. With this knowledge, we plan to create a successful recidivism system to be implemented worldwide, utilizing methods from each of the top-performing countries relative to recidivism. Some of the common reasons for recidivism around the globe are unemployment, low levels of education, mental health issues, and reintegration. Our team researched countries around the globe where recidivism rates are lower than other countries. We found programs that are successful and a direct correlation to the lower recidivism rates. These types of programs should be implemented where the rates are higher in other countries.
Germany's recidivism rates are incredibly low, about half of the United States to be exact. This is because in German prisons, criminals are permitted to wear their own clothing, have families and friends visit, and hold decent jobs within the facilities where they make good money. Each cell is equipped with basic furniture found in everyday homes such as regular twin-sized beds, couches, and telephones where the prisoners can call whoever they want, whenever they want. By doing this, the prison system is focusing on rehabilitation rather than retribution. The prisons focus on treating prisoners with respect by giving them access to resources that they feel every basic human should have. Their goal is not to deprive them of their rights, but to reform them. They want to reconstruct the criminals' mindsets and push them to regain their humanity.
Norway has the world's lowest recidivism rate of 20%. This means that their incarceration rate is just 75 per 100,000 people, compared to 707 per 100,000 people in the United States. So what is Norway doing right? Norway relies on a concept called restorative justice, which aims to repair the harm caused by crime rather than punish people. This system focuses on the rehabilitation of prisoners. The prison system believes that the punishment is that you lose your freedom. If they treat people like animals while they are in prison, they are likely to behave like animals outside of prison. Norway's Halden Prison is a 75-acre facility that attempts to maintain as much normality as the real world. This facility has no bars on the windows, kitchens fully equipped, and friendships between guards and inmates. Halden Prison seeks to prepare inmates for life on the outside with vocational programs like woodworking, assembly wood shops, and even a recording studio. Here they treat inmates like human beings.
The Prison Education Trust is a program created in Wales in the UK in 1989 and has been providing access to broader learning opportunities for prisoners to enhance their chances of building a better life after release. Some of the services that the Prison Education Trust provides are designing and distributing a learner welcome pack, hundreds of face-to-face advice sessions, group study skill sessions, building links with colleges and universities, expanding the advice provision to Through the Gate, which is providing advice to individuals as they apply to attend college upon release or aim to continue their studies in the community. We had a chance to interview Katie Oglethorpe, the Media Communications and Alumni Manager at PET. She gave us useful information into this program. Katie explained that the PET works in all of the 118 prisons in England and Wales. Katie said that education can be an effective path out of crime through increasing the likelihood of gaining employment, improving well-being, building social capital, human capital, and improving the culture inside prisons. The reoffending rate for the 3,085 offenders who went through this program was 19%, compared to 26% of the reoffenders who were not included in the program.
Over the last several years, Sweden prison programs have greatly reduced recidivism. They've done so by focusing on rehabilitation instead of retribution. They base their systems on the idea that if you tell someone they cannot get better, they won't. If you tell someone they can, they just might have a decent shot. Due to this, recidivism rates has decreased to around 40%. Sweden has focused on educating prisoners and treating them with respect so that they can learn how to properly function in society. These reforms have allowed Sweden to close a number of prisons in the last several years. One of the things Swedish prisons do is an open prison. Open prison housing resembles a college dorm and has many community spaces. Prisoners are able to commute to jail and visit families while electronically monitored. We believe that all of the successful programs we discussed should be implemented in prisons in countries where the recidivism rates are high.
Lastly, India is also one of the more advanced countries in regards to recidivism. The rates started to drastically decrease when they implemented a new innovative solution to the problem of recidivism. India implemented a system that combines the criminal justice system with drug treatment. What this means is that they will offer people suffering from drug abuse lesser sentences if they agree to participate in monitored rehab programs. This is very effective for lowering recidivism because drug abuse is one of the leading causes for people finding their way behind bars. If inmates are able to become properly rehabilitated from their drug abuse, this reduces the likelihood they will revert back to a life of drugs when they are released, furthermore, reducing their chances of being reconvicted.